Vlogging. What is vlogging? I haven't done this in so long, but hi, I figured I would pick up my camera today and just kind of talk about what I'm reading. A little bit of well, not really a story time, but uh, my husband was working from home for a really long time. I started, like, when he first started working from home, I was like, oh, it's temporary. Like, I'll just keep going. And then, like, the longer he was working from home, the more I was like, it's still awkward filming while he's home. He is no longer working from home. So now I'm kind of like, ooh, I have time where nobody's home and I won't feel ridiculous talking to a camera. So I figured I would pick up my camera today, do a little bit of vlogging, and if I don't like completely forget that I was doing it because it's been so long, then nobody's gonna know. It's only gonna be me. But yeah, it's cold today, so I have the fire on. I have a book here. What I'm currently reading is Broken Prince by Aaron Watt. This is the second book in the Royals series. The first one is Paper Princess. The first one I read so fast because it was one of those books like I didn't want to put it down. Not because it was particularly amazing, but just because it was super trashy and I just was really enjoying it. It was something I could pick up. I didn't have to think about and I could just read it. The second one is not quite that way for me. Like I've been reading this. It's been like I've had this one going for probably a couple weeks now and I'm only 50 pages in because I just don't gravitate towards it. What I've actually been not listening to. What I've been reading on my Kindle is what's been taking most of my like physical reading with my eyes attention, and that is These Violent Delights by who? I don't remember. I don't remember who wrote it, but These Violent Delights. It is, well, they kind of market it as a Romeo and Juliet retelling, but I don't really get much of that. Besides the fact that the two main characters are from rival gangs. I'm about 44% through that, I think. I don't think it's going to be like a new favorite or anything, but I am really enjoying it. And then I've been going through audiobooks pretty quick because I finished Oathbringer a while back and I have the audiobook for Rhythm of War, but I'm not starting it yet because my husband hasn't finished Oathbringer. Yeah, I'm waiting for my husband to finish Oathbringer so that we can kind of listen to Rhythm of War together-ish. So yeah, in the interim, I've been listening to a bunch of cozy mysteries, and I listened to 2 more of the Lighthouse Library cozy mysteries by Eva Gates, and Stephanie from Miss Richards Reads here on YouTube told me about that series, and I love it. It's, I guess the lighthouse that it takes place in is real, but it's not actually a library or anything. It's just a lighthouse. And then the author kind of, used her imagination to like create this library in the lighthouse. And yeah, it's a fun series. I like it. I have 2 more of those to go, I think. I just read the 3rd and 4th ones, or listened to them. And then I have the next one on audiobook, but right now, currently, I am listening to The Silent Patient by Alex Michaelides. That was on my 20 books to read in 2020 list, and I was really excited about it. I'm not really loving it too much. I think I'm actually 44% through that too. I'm 44% through 2 of the books I'm reading. It has, like, I'm not a fan of the tone of the book. It's very just kind of dark. But yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the tone of the book, but it's so short. Like, I never realized it was so short. If I had realized it was so short, I probably would have listened to it a long time ago. But yeah, so I'm not really loving that, but I mean, I'm going to finish it. I'm already almost halfway through. It's not that I hate it or anything, and I do kind of want to know where it's going to go. But it's just not really my cup of tea. Yeah, side note, I'm not crying. This eye, for some reason, has just been watering for like 2 weeks straight, And my eye doctor said that it's probably because it's dry. So I've been using a bunch of eye drops, but it's not helping. So now I'm kind of thinking it might be seasonal allergies that I've never had before. So I might try taking an allergy pill or something, but yeah, that's annoying. Just thought I'd throw that out there in case you think I'm crying over these books. I'm not. Yeah, so my plan for today, it's my day off, so I'm just gonna, I want to do some reading. I need to do some cleaning. I need to work out. And that's really it. Like, I don't have a huge amount of stuff that I need or want to get done today. So yeah. And actually, I will probably listen to The Silent Patient while I do the cleaning. And then, like I said, it's kind of cold. Fire's going. So I'll probably curl up on the couch and read some of this because it's already right here. And yeah, that's it for now, I guess. Okay, so since I last updated, which I guess was the first clip of this vlog, I finished The Silent Patient. It was not my favorite, and it was a weird thing where I pretty much disliked most of the book, but then the ending kind of saved it for me. I feel like usually, well, I guess I can't really say it's usually the other way around because I guess it goes both ways. But like I wasn't a fan of the book, but it was so short that I was like, I'm just going to finish it. But then the ending I liked because I think I liked it mostly because I didn't really know what was going to happen. Like I didn't, oh, please excuse this eye. I have an eye doctor appointment tomorrow. It's still watering like crazy. I think I have a blocked tear duct or something because it really hurts like when I press here. And that's what Dr. Google suggested it might be. But I have an eye doctor appointment tomorrow. I'm going to get it figured out. Hopefully they'll be able to fix it for me because it is very irritating and not very nice looking. But yeah, I didn't see the ending coming. I lost my train of thought. That was totally random. I didn't see the ending coming, so I enjoyed that, like that I didn't know what was going to happen. But for the most part, I didn't really like the characters. I didn't like their personalities. I didn't like the things they were doing. I didn't like the reasons that they were doing them. And I mean, that's not to say that my characters have to be likable. Like, I've enjoyed books with unlikable main characters before, but just in general, there was just something about this one that didn't work for me. I did like the ending, though. And then I started the audiobook for Well Read Black Girl, which is a collection of essays by Black female authors just talking about, like, when they first got into reading and writing, mostly writing, but some of them talk about reading too. And just like explaining when they fell in love with it, when they decided, like how they decided and when they decided they wanted to be an author and create stories. And it's very interesting. I like reading about people falling in love with reading and writing because it's something, I don't know, I guess, like, if you, like, read or hear or watch whatever interviews with authors, a lot of times they'll talk about it, but this is nice because it's dedicated solely to that, so it's, like, one story after another why these women fell in love with writing and reading, and so I like it. I'm enjoying it a lot. There was one where she was talking about, I forget who wrote the essay, but she was talking about Jamaica Kincaid, and then she was talking about fried plantains and chewing on sugar cane, and I was like, I really need to go somewhere tropical and eat fried plantains and chew on sugar cane. And I mean, it basically it made me think of my honeymoon because we ate fried plantains and chewed on sugar cane in Jamaica for our honeymoon. So, but yeah, so I'm enjoying that so far. I think I'm like maybe a quarter of the way through now. I don't really remember, but yeah, I like that. And not to mention, like, a side effect of reading it is I haven't heard of some of these authors, so it gives me more authors to check out. So I like that. You kind of get a taste of their, not necessarily their writing style, because an essay is going to be different than a novel, but you know, it kind of gives you a little taste of it. So now I have a few more authors to check out, so that's exciting. And yeah, I guess that's it for now. That's all I really have to update on. Broken Prince I haven't really read a ton more of. I read some yesterday, but not enough that I really have any new opinions on it or anything. All I can say is, again, I think I said it in the first clip, was it's not really holding my attention as well as the first one. But yeah, that's it. I need to go wipe the tears out of my eye, so I'm gonna go and I will check in again after I've read some more. Okay, so since I last talked to you, I finished two things. Well, did I update after I finished Well Read Black Girl? I don't remember. I finished that a few days ago. But so my final thoughts on Well Read Black Girl. I really enjoyed it. I found I don't even remember what I said the last time I updated, so sorry if this is a little bit repetitive. I really enjoyed it. I liked a lot of the essays. I really liked all reading about how all these authors got into their art. I guess they weren't all authors. Some of them were playwrights, some of them were poets. But I like the general theme in a lot of the essays was I didn't see myself in the books I was reading, so I decided to write it. Or I didn't see myself being represented in visual media, so I put myself in it. And so now the younger generation can see themselves represented in books and movies and plays and even poetry. So I really liked that. And I think I said last time that this book comes fully stocked with book recommendations and author recommendations. So it's all you need, really. If you're trying to incorporate more diverse reading in more diverse books and authors and stuff into your reading, this is a great place to start because one, all the essays are written by Black women, and two, it's a never-ending supply of books and poems and stuff to read. So I liked that. There's a lot of writers that are referenced in a lot of the essays, like Morrison, Butler, Baldwin. So even that is a great place to start because those people influenced so many of these women who then went on to become writers of one sort or another. So yeah, my arm's really tired. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. The only thing I didn't like, and this was totally my bad, or not really my bad, but I ended up getting the audiobook from the library. And I honestly wish I had read it with my eyes because then I would have just read one essay at a time, whereas where I was listening to the audiobook for 45 minutes at a time, they kind of all blended together. So while I remember points from a lot of them, I can't remember which exact essays they came from. So if you're going to read Well Read Black Girl, I recommend you read it physically as opposed to listening to it, unless you are listening to it in a way where you can kind of stop at the end of an essay and process a little bit. Yeah, so that's it for that. And then yesterday I finished my ebook, which was These Violent Delights by Chloe Gong. I ended up giving it a 3-star. It was good, but I think she kind of made it so that it's going to be a series, and I don't know that I would continue on with it, but I did enjoy it. I mean, for what it was, it's basically a Romeo and Juliet retelling, but then it kind of goes off on its own. And yeah, I mean, it was good, but there was nothing that necessarily stood out about it to me. I wasn't a huge fan of Juliet. She was kind of a pain and kind of annoying and a little bit too, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Not necessarily broody, but kind of mean because of things that happened to her in the past. She was just a little too harsh for me, I think. But yeah, so I don't really have too many thoughts on that. Like I said, it was just a 3-star, so it was kind of just, it was okay. I enjoyed it while I was reading it, but I mean, I probably won't continue if another one comes out, which I assume it is, based on the ending. It wrapped up fairly well to be a standalone. There's a couple things that were in there that obviously will be continued into another book, but I can live with the way it ended. So that'll probably be that for me. And Broken Prince, I have not picked that up at all since I last updated you, so I guess that's it. I think I might wrap this vlog up here. I finished 3 books in it because I also finished The Silent Patient earlier this week. Or was it last week? It might have been last week. But I think I might do more of these, like, okay, let's just finish a few books and then put the clips together and upload a vlog instead of trying to weekly vlog and then not ending up finishing anything and just talking about the same books for 3 weeks worth of vlogs. So yeah, I might try this format instead. So I'm going to wrap it up here. I hope you're doing well. Hopefully next time I see you, I'll be able to wear eye makeup again. I ended up going to the eye doctor last week and I've been using steroid drops. So it was painful. The pain is gone, but it's still watering for some reason. So I might have to go back. We'll see. But yeah, so that's it. I hope you're staying safe. I hope you're staying well. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.